Okay. I'm going to show you something that a lot of people don't know about. Coconut oil. Okay. I have hypothyroidism. Okay. What does that mean? There's a lot of different symptoms. The most obvious is weight gain. Okay. Upon diagnosis, I was prescribed a hormone called levothyroxine, which is naturally occurring, just my body does not produce enough. Some other things that that are indicative of hypothyroidism, and this is just a few off the top of my head. Your hair gets thin. Mine did not, probably because I have such a full thick head of it. But it gets brittle, split ends easy, dry skin. You get like a brain fog, or you can't think clearly. Let me see here, what else? Your breathing. You notice in some of the videos I seem like I'm out of breath. I'm not really, but it sounds that way. I've got really good healthy lungs, but it sounds like I'm out of breath. That's akin to the hypothyroidism. Let me see here, what else? Of course, your metabolism is low, hence the weight gain, and your energy level is low. Okay, so those are just some of the things, and not everybody has everything, and I'm sure that there's some other things, but that's just off the top of my head. Okay, the coconut oil, believe it or not, it has several benefits. One is it helps to increase your metabolism. Okay, also it helps to deal with the brain fog, because your brain really likes this stuff. Since I have started using it, the brain fog is not there, and also the I seem to have a little bit more energy. Now, I was cutting back on how much I was using, because I was running out, and it's not cheap. As a matter of fact, just yesterday, I ran out of it, and I went to a family function, and my little sister hands this to me. It's like, you're kidding me. I didn't know what I was going to do, because I'm not in a position to be able to order any online, and that's where I was getting the other stuff. So she gave me this, and hopefully it'll tide me over till I can get some more. I need to do a price comparison as to what's available in the stores around here. I have found it in the stores around here, but I'm not sure about the price comparison between that and what I can find online. So that's one thing. This will tide me over. Another thing with hypothyroidism that I forgot to mention was brittle nails. Okay, that goes along with your with the hair. Okay, my nails were horrible. Okay, these are a little bit longer than what I usually have, but they were just horrible. They were breaking and splitting and chipping, and I could not keep them long at all. I could not have nice looking nails. Well, come to find out, my protein level was too low. So I've had to increase my protein. Now, this is not easy, because as we all know, protein is expensive. Doesn't seem to matter what form it takes. You know, nuts, meat. I do find animal protein to be better. I do also eat nuts, but they are terribly expensive. I buy mine, I buy reduced meats. That's the only way I can afford to do that. And even now, with the price of everything going up, even the reduced meats is getting difficult to afford. So that's something that's that is good for the hypothyroidism, because the extra protein, your body needs it to build muscle, to increase your metabolism. And it really, I have noticed since I've done this a huge difference in my nails. Hey, I can text without chipping my thumbnails. Isn't that awesome? Now, another thing that's really good, dark green vegetables. Okay, this this happens to be frozen, but that's because that's what I have. Okay, I try to keep something on hand. I love your dark green salads, but it's difficult for me to keep that for long at home. But if I ever go out, I try to get something where I can get a salad. And I'll tell you something. It sounds terrible, but you cannot beat the price of the McDonald's side salad. Honestly. And it's not just iceberg lettuce. Yeah, there's some of that in there, but they also have romaine and some of the other stuff in there too. $1 for a side salad, I can't beat it. So if I'm out running around and I have the time to have a salad, I'll get one of those McDonald's side salads. Okay? But I also have to have the protein. So what I'll do is I get the, they have a burger has no mayonnaise or anything on it, but it's got cheese and it's got fried onions. Well, onions are good. The cheese is good. No, not as good as the real cheese, but hey, you know, we are talking McDonald's here. I get one of those. They're $1. Take one of the buns away, cut it in half, and eat it. So I'm getting half the carbs. Okay, because carbs is my enemy. Okay, so that's something that's good. Now you would think something else that's good is broccoli. What do they call this line of vegetables? Brassilia, I think. Yeah, I'm sure you know. Broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, anything in that family does not like the thyroid, or should I say the thyroid doesn't like it. So I do eat some of this, but not a lot, because it's just not as beneficial for me. So I'm really careful. I'm really selective as to what I eat. The flowerettes. My husband bought this bag. I would not have bought it because I usually only get fresh broccoli, so I can pick and choose it. Okay. So this is something that's out. But a lot of people don't realize about the coconut oil and how beneficial it is. Your body needs fat. Your brain especially needs the fat. You cut out the fat and you're screwing your brain. So the thing is, get healthy fats. I mentioned before in some comments on some other videos how another thing that's really bad for people with thyroid problems, soybean products. Now, soy sauce, a little bit of soy sauce is used as a condiment. It's fermented, okay? That's different. But most other soybean products are processed a completely different way, and your body does not like it. You look on the back of vegetable oil, and it'll say soybean, product of soy. Okay? So, a lot of people don't realize, you check the ingredients list on a lot of your processed foods, a lot of your packaged foods, unless it's just straight, like the vegetable or the meat, and nothing else to it, it has soy in it. Even breakfast cereal. Okay? This is a pretty good substitute for most vegetable oils. Okay? Where olive oil is not really all that good for some cooking applications, you can substitute coconut oil. It has a higher smoke point than olive oil. Also, it does not go rancid. It keeps like forever. Now, at 75 degrees and over, it is a liquid. 75 degrees, and under it is a solid. See, that is a solid right now. When my sister gave it to me, it was a liquid. It was so cool. But anyway, I just wanted to share this with you. If you see me in some of my other videos, especially when I get into working with the horses, what I'm trying to do, you'll see my upper arms are really flabby. And that's the way they are. It's typical thyroid arms. This is what I've been told. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. What am I trying to do? Aside from being careful with my diet, which is not easy because of the cost, is I have a gym membership, but I have not been able to get there for like 3-4 months. I was hoping I'd be able to get back there starting this month, but it hasn't worked out. I thought I was going to get there this morning, but I got a last minute call from work. I had to go to work instead. So it's like, I got to work, I got to pay the bills, I got to buy food. So, you know, it's one of those catch-22 situations. So I'm still hoping that if I ever get into a regular routine, I can get back into the gym, because the weight training, that's another thing, the weight training is the most important part. It helps to increase your metabolism, and that's really what you need to do. You need to increase your metabolism if you have the hypothyroid. Somebody else I know who has hypothyroidism, they started out with, I believe they started out with hyper, which some people do. They start out with hyper, and it eventually progresses to hypothyroidism. I don't think I ever had the hyper, but anyway, this person, for her, she's still skinny, and hopefully she will stay that, but she's started to work out early, okay, and she does work out, but if she doesn't have the medication that I have, she's pretty much on the same thing as I am, pretty close to it, she just cannot function, because she can't think clearly. She just doesn't have she's just like moving in slow motion almost. She couldn't, for a while there, she couldn't, she didn't think she really needed it until she forgot to fill the prescription, so she ran out, and yeah, she figured it out. Same here. I went for a little bit where I wasn't taking it, and I slowed down. This does help. It really does. So it's something to consider. There's a lot of things online about hypothyroidism and things you can do. If it runs in your family, I encourage you to really watch your diet. Make sure you eat foods that are healthy for the thyroid, and please stay away from that soy stuff. That stuff is horrible for you. And I know it's not easy to stay away from it, but make your best effort. Alright, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to share this with you, and I'm hoping that it helps somebody. Okay? Till next time.